Coachman asked for 5 pose manoeuvres for Triple H to start to whip out, but Fog Wrestling's providing 5 moments on the 6th of January 2003. Welcome back to the channel, and we are here with the first Raw of the new year. We did miss a week last week because of the Best Of edition, but we're back after 14 days hiatus, and let's get stuck into moment number 5.
Yeah, you know what? I don't mind. I'll give the Raw lads a week off for Christmas. Why not?
Aye, Vince McMahon, he's a bastard, damn it, but he gave him a week off, so what a guy.
Yeah, well, what a guy. Anyway, let's move into number 5 here. And speaking of McMahon, we have the McMahon reveal at the end of the show. So Eric Bischoff gets a phone call. He's with his gang, I don't know what you want to call them, his ass lickers really. Sean Morley, Lance Storm, and William Regal. He gets off the phone and he's pretty shocked. They're all wondering what happened, and he reveals that Mr. McMahon will be here next week. What does that mean for Bischoff? Is McMahon unhappy with the way he's been running the show? Who knows? But I'm pretty sure the last time we've seen McMahon on Raw is when McMahon actually announced Eric Bischoff as the new general manager. So it's been quite a long time since we've seen McMahon in WWE.
Yeah, we're talking like 6 months at this stage, and that's massive. That's probably one of the biggest breaks he's ever took, I would say.
Don't know if it's quite 6 months, like, that's a bit of a stretch, but...
No, I'd say... Bischoff debuted at the start of July. This is the start of January. So
well, I stand corrected. There you go.
Aye, so it's in that ballpark, absolutely. So, but I remember in 2000 he took a bit of a break.
I always remember, though, when McMahon would come back, it felt like a massive deal back in the day, like when McMahon did... Oh, what's McMahon coming back to do? Why is McMahon coming? It's like... See, any time now when Triple H walks out, it's basically just to say, thank you for the attendance, record breaking, then that's it.
Yeah, that is pathetic.
Now, this is a cliffhanger that McMahon's going to be here next week, because you have no idea what he's going to say, you have no idea what the repercussions are going to be, who's going to be in trouble, who's going to be fired, you just do not know what's going to happen, so good ending to the show. Coming in number 4, we have William Regal attacking an already battered Bully Ray, Bubba Ray, with the power of the punch, and then Regal fences frustration and losing to the King and JR last week. He wasn't too happy about it.
No, he definitely wasn't too happy about it, and Regal just makes it work. Oh, you bloody pissing JR, I can't lose to a fat slob like you, governor. So what's he do? He doesn't want to batter JR, he wants to batter another fat bastard, so he goes down and batters Bubba Ray across the skull.
Yep, Jim Ross and King, I'm sure we're going to go up and help at any moment now, but thankfully, William Regal just left Bubba Ray alone, so...
Maybe JR can only be summoned by his wee,
Maybe he needs those trombones
that's his boss music.
Coming number 3, we have the main event. It was RVD and Kane with Shawn Michaels in their corner, taking on the team of Christian and Chris Jericho with Randy Orton in their corner. Maybe a bit of a lopsided main event here. You could argue that the money would have been on Team Kane and RVD, but still, entertaining main event. Randy Orton all of a sudden now getting pushed into these big segments, these big matches where he's either in the main event or he's in matches and segments with main eventers. So
yeah, I think this helps him and Batista, the fact that they're being pushed before they're in Evolution. If you just fire them in, they'll just feel like 2 jobbers.
He can't really... No one else... Obviously, Brock Lesnar kind of went straight into the main event scene. But even John Cena, yeah, he got a big match against Kurt Angle. But then he quickly just went into the mid-card. Whereas Randy Orton lately has been getting segments with the likes of Michaels and Jericho and getting actual main event matches. So you can probably see why Randy Orton might ascend to the top quicker than a Batista would now, or a John Cena would, because he's actually mixing it with the top guys.
Big dogs.
Big dogs. Coming in number 2, we have the 7-on-2 handicap match. It was supposed to be 4-on-2, but in the end, it did kind of... It spiraled out of control. It was 7-on-2. Here, there were 7 bodies at ringside, so therefore it was 7-on-2.
Yeah, and they were all battering them, so it may as well have been 7.
Yeah, it's not like today in wrestling where you've got women there and they can only get involved if there's like non-women or men or whatnot and that shit. Back in the day when somebody was at ringside for a beatdown, everyone was getting their licks in. Regardless of who was in the ring or regardless of the gender or the size or the colour. They don't discriminate. One's black, one's white, but both the Dudleys got battered tonight.
Oh, they absolutely did. Ric Flair delivering figure 4s, Bischoff delivering his wee karate chops. It was all going down tonight.
And also, I think Batista definitely just looks more like a threat, more like a star with Ric Flair by his side.
No, he does. Absolutely adds to him. But you look at Batista and you look at like Regal and 3 Minute War. It was a bit of a mess of a segment, but I liked it.
Yeah, it almost feels like Batista's the man here, and 3 Minute Warning are tiptoeing around him.
Aye, yeah.
Not to get in his way.
And then the same with Sean Wally and Bischoff doing their own thing, and Ric Flair's just like, yeah.
So, Batista, all of a sudden, you can clearly see here that it's a no-brainer for me at this point how Batista and Randy Orton both get into Evolution. Although, I do believe right now was it not supposed to be Mark Jindrak and Randy Orton? Or when did they pull the plug on Jindrak?
I think the plug's already been pulled on him. I remember like the early tapes of Evolution.
No, I think because we're not going to put him in when Batista got injured.
Is it not Orton?
Orton or one of them? But yeah, no. For me, Mark Jindrak. Wow, that would have just completely ruined Evolution.
That would have ruined maybe the future of WWE. Well, I say maybe it would have. You're eliminating one star. Imagine WWE though with Batista or Orton.
Yeah,
it does completely change it.
And then I'm pretty sure they did do they actually did it for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they filmed some of the stuff was with Mark Jindrak, absolutely.
But who was missing? Was it Orton or Batista?
I think it was Batista.
I think it was Batista.
I think Mark Jindrak's
because I think Batista was out injured, and then they thought, fuck it, we'll just wait. I think that's the reason.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure maybe they wanted Batista originally, and then he got injured, and then because they wouldn't have Batista teaming up with Flair here if they weren't going to. That wouldn't make any sense.
No.
Why would obviously they must be thinking of putting Batista with Triple H and Flair, or else Flair wouldn't be with him right now. But I reckon Batista probably gets injured, and then they were going to just stick Jindrak in his place. And then they thought, nah, fuck it, let's just delay Evolution for a couple of months. And
that must be what they thought, because Mark Jindrak in it, man.
No offense to Mark Jindrak, but the guy never really showed that he had any sort of charisma or look. I mean, you look at Batista, he's got the look.
Same with Orton.
Jindrak just never really had that. And in the number one moment, we had the Jericho HBK promo where they're battling over who's going to be number one. HBK claims he's the man because he won the Rumble for number one, but Jericho claims he's the man because he defeated The Rock and Austin in the same night. We had some RNN breaking news with Randy Orton getting involved, Christian getting involved, Kane, RVD getting involved. Really good promo here. And again, like I said, Randy Orton mixing it with the top guys. I think that is a sign that he is being pushed for bigger and better things, because that's it's almost like a reward, I think, when you're like a nobody but you're getting to mix it with the top guys.
No, absolutely. And yeah, there's a new sexy boy in town. His name's Randy Orton.
I like that line. I like that line. King asking JR, do you find Randy sexy? And JR didn't think it was appropriate for him to answer that question.
That's not appropriate, buddy.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Top Raw 5 moments. Let us know your thoughts down below. We'll catch you in the next one. It's SmackDown up next. So, second SmackDown of the year. And hopefully, Al Wilson can survive. We'll catch you in that one. Till then, though, peace.